Hi there, my channel Lumia Skin and Spa. Welcome to 360 Anti-Aging TV. Today we're going to be talking about collagen. Now, last week we touched on the three different layers of the skin, namely the epidermis, the dermis, and the subcutaneous layer, and how all three layers age at a different rate, and how, if you truly want to reverse skin aging, you have to address aging in all three layers. Last week, we focused on the first layer of the skin, namely the epidermis, which is the layer you can see, and how you can put together a simple skincare routine using only tretinoin, a good quality moisturizer, sunblock, and regularly scheduled exfoliating sessions in order to speed up skin turnover and get great luminous skin. If you haven't already, I suggest you watch that video first by clicking on the link I will be posting on the description section below. Today, we are literally going to dig deeper into the subject by talking about the second layer of the skin called the dermis. Unlike the epidermis, which is very superficial and composed mainly of layers and layers of dead skin cells, the dermis is much more complicated, and it is very much alive. In your dermis, you will find your sweat glands, hair follicles, oil-producing glands, and various water-retaining compounds that trap water in this layer, making your skin soft and supple. One of the key components of this layer is a protein everybody's heard of, yet very few people really know much about. And this protein is called collagen. Before I tell you what it really is, first, let me tell you what it is not. It is not a powder, a cream, a lotion, or a potion. It is not something that you can eat, drink, or rub on your skin and expect to magically somehow end up on your hair, nails, and skin. If you are already using collagen or thinking about using collagen supplements, then I suggest you stay until the end of the video so you can find out if you are using it correctly or if you're just throwing away hard-earned money. Okay, so what is collagen and why is it so important for great skin? Collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body. It's found mostly in your bones, tendons, muscles, and skin. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The dermis is the thickest part of your skin, and it's what gives your skin volume, suppleness, and elasticity. And the dermis is made up of almost 70% collagen. Collagen is a hard, insoluble protein that is shaped in a triple helix. They provide structure and anchor cells onto one another. In layman's terms, collagen provides thickness to the skin, and the older we get, the quality and quantity of the collagen that we produce begins to diminish. And when this happens, the skin begins to thin, sag, and wrinkle. Now that you have an idea what collagen is, I need to take you on a short detour and show you how collagen is really formed. Why? Because what data clearly shows is that the type of collagen that you can really use and will really make your skin glow is the type of collagen that you produce endogenously, or the collagen that your own body produces. The jury is still out on whether taking collagen supplements is really beneficial. There are some studies that suggest that taking collagen supplements can help improve skin, and there are some studies that suggest that taking collagen supplements are useless. Personally, in my own clinical studies, I have seen clients with great-looking skin taking collagen supplements, and on the flip side, I have seen clients with not-so-great skin taking the exact same supplements. And this leads me to conclude that there are better ways of building collagen than taking collagen supplements. So how do we form collagen? First, realize that collagen is a protein, and proteins are made up of various amino acids. Now, if you can imagine this block of Lego as a collagen protein, the amino acids involved would be proline, glycine, and hydroxyproline. There could be other amino acids involved, but it is mostly these three. And also realize that in order to form collagen protein correctly, there is a biochemical process that needs to be followed. And if there is any break in this biochemical process along the way, it can lead to non-formation or formation of broken collagen proteins. So the first step is actually the transcription of messenger RNA. There are 34 genes that code for the production of collagen. Now, DNA provides the blueprint, which your body uses as an instruction guide on how to form collagen. As we age, there is damage to the DNA, and so the blueprint becomes unclear. And when this happens, the body starts to misproduce or produce defective collagen. So you see, the real key to slowing down aging is not really by taking pills or powders, but it is by keeping our DNA young. And this is the heart of the 360 Anti-Aging Program, where we use nutrition, lifestyle modifications, and cutting-edge lasers to slow down and really reverse skin aging. This is what allows me, at age 50, to remain relatively wrinkle-free and maintain skin that is absent of elastosis or sagging. If you want to know more about 360 Anti-Aging, you can check out more videos on my channel, or you can visit our website at www.lumiereskinspa.com. You can also leave questions at the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer them if I can. If collagen supplementation is not the answer, how can I maximize collagen production? The first and most obvious way is, of course, to slow down the rate at which you break down collagen. You see, the body produces an enzyme called collagenase, which breaks down collagen. Why? This is the body's way of getting rid of old damaged collagen and replacing it with new ones. Now, we know that there are certain lifestyle factors that accelerate the breakdown of collagen, and these are overexposure to UV rays, smoking and drinking, pollution, lack of sleep, and stress. Let me add a couple of factors that might be damaging your skin without you being aware of it. Number one, avoid eating sugars. Remember, I said earlier that collagen is a protein, and all proteins need to form a certain way in order to perform their functions. Sugar prevents protein from folding properly, and this process is called glycation. If you are aware of the browning of caramel popcorn or the top layer of a dessert called tiramisu, this sticky stuff is exactly what attaches to protein, causing it to misfold. And misfolded proteins cannot perform their functions properly. If you want to maintain great skin, avoid eating sugars. Number two, eat fats. Although not directly related to the production of collagen, your skin cells are actually made up of several layers of fats called phospholipid bilayers. If you do not eat fats, your skin will not have the raw materials to build these phospholipid bilayers. Tip number three, avoid processed foods. For the same reason as tip number two, the fats on your phospholipids are made up of the fats that you eat. In this case, you are literally what you eat. And the fats from processed foods are mostly polyunsaturated fats. These fats contain multiple breaks called double bonds, and these breaks make them prone to oxidation and damage. If you want healthy looking skin, avoid at all costs eating processed junk foods. Tip number four, eat good quality protein. Remember, I mentioned earlier that collagen is a protein and that all proteins need amino acids or building blocks in order to form them. When you take in protein, the body breaks down the protein into individual amino acids, and then it can reassemble them into a protein that it needs, like collagen. Now, I would prefer that you eat a lot of animal-sourced proteins, good animal-sourced proteins like grass-fed beef, wild-caught salmon, pasture-raised eggs, dairy, and so on, simply because animal protein is more bioavailable to humans. Plants do have proteins, but they are not as complete nor as bioavailable to humans as animal protein is. Here's a bit of trivia. Plants do not contain any collagen. Collagen is found exclusively in animal protein, namely the hair, the skin, and the bone marrow. And this is why I prefer you consume a lot of animal source proteins if great looking skin is your goal. Having said that, this does not mean you cannot form collagen by eating mostly a plant-based diet. Remember that the amino acids proline and glycine are non-essential, meaning the body can produce them from other raw materials. However, in over 7 years of clinical practice and assessing various skin types, I have seen quite a few vegans whose skin has suffered from a lack of animal source proteins. Now, remember I said earlier that there might be a place for collagen powders and supplements. Well, this is it. If you are vegan or mostly vegetarian and you feel that your skin might be able to benefit from a boost of taking additional collagen, then collagen peptides might be the way to go. Just be warned, however, that most of these supplements are animal sourced, mostly from bovine and fish. There are some plant-based collagen supplements out there, but I really wouldn't recommend them as they are genetically altered as far as I know. This is again because plants do not manufacture collagen. Another way that collagen supplements might help is for the elderly. As we get older, our bodies are less able to produce stomach acids, which means we are inefficient at breaking down proteins. Taking easily digestible collagen peptides might be a good way to supplement your collagen source. One thing I want you guys to keep in mind is that there is no such thing as a superfood. The role of foods is to deliver energy, micronutrients, and building blocks so that your body can convert them into compounds that it needs, like collagen. If you are already eating a well-balanced diet, free from artificial and processed junk foods, then chances are you are getting adequate amounts of nutrients, and supplementation might just be a waste of time. However, if you feel that your diet is somehow restrictive or deficient in some way, then and only then will I recommend collagen supplements. So the first rule of thumb whenever people come to me is I fix your nutrition. Okay, so now that we've gone through various ways which you can slow down collagen breakdown, let's go to the flip side and discuss ways in which you can increase collagen production by stimulating your body to produce more. Through a process called neocollagenesis, the body can actually produce more collagen than what you currently have. Not only are we protecting our existing collagen, but now through science, we can actually increase our collagen pool by stimulating the body to produce more. You can think of this as similar to building muscle. Basically, nutrition, your genes, and lifestyle will dictate the amount of muscle you carry on your frame. However, through resistance training, you can actually build more muscle and change your phenotype. There are two ways in which you can form more collagen, and both of these ways involve triggering your body's wound healing response. A simple way to understand this is to imagine getting cut. This is something that's happened to us all in the past. When you get cut, the wound bleeds, and then after a few minutes, a clot forms around to stop the bleeding. A scab will form around the clot in order to protect the wound, and after a period of about 3 weeks or so, new collagen will form underneath the scab in order to serve as foundation for granulation tissues. You can use the same wound healing mechanism to trigger formation of new collagen in two ways. One is through mechanical damage, and the other is through thermal damage. Mechanical damage can be something as simple as using a handheld tool to break the skin, triggering neocollagenesis, where thermal damage would involve using lasers or other energy devices in order to reach the deeper layers of the skin in order to form even more collagen. Now I'm going to go through very quickly the different modalities and protocols that I use at Lumiere to help my clients build more collagen. But I want you to remember one thing. Without the correct and proper nutrition, you can stimulate the production of collagen, but pro-collagen will never mature into collagen without the right building blocks. It's a lot like going to the gym and working out and then eating nothing but junk food. There will be no new muscle formation. Now, I only point this out because all too often, clients would come to me wanting the latest and greatest laser or energy device, even if it's painful or expensive. but they will often hesitate when I mention to them that I want to fix their nutrition first. These clients often walk away not fully satisfied. Why? Because they don't understand the biomechanics of neocollagenesis. They don't understand what the body needs in order to form collagen. If at some point later on you decide to undergo some of these treatments, I hope you keep this in mind and realize that nutrition comes first or goes hand in hand with proper energy treatments. So moving on, how can we increase the production of collagen? The simplest way to do this is through the use of deep microneedling. While home derma rollers can be superficial and often need multiple sessions, there are professional grade microneedling kits that in the hands of a certified professional can go very deep and dramatically improve the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Now, I did a video a couple of weeks ago with my wife where she performed microneedling on me, and you can see the before and after pictures here, and you can see the very noticeable result in improvement of skin texture as well as the reductions of fine lines and wrinkling. A more advanced version of mechanical microneedling would be the Infini RF microneedling from Utronic. This uses needles and radio frequency in order to selectively bulk heat targeted areas of the skin. The Infini uses both thermal and mechanical damage to give some of the best, if somewhat painful, collagen remodeling treatments out in the market today. Up next is the Energet. This is one of the latest innovations in dermal thickening. It's actually ideal for older people with thin skin because lasers and other devices remove the top layer of the skin in order to trigger collagen production. And this can lead to a temporary thinning of the skin and the appearance of more fine lines and wrinkles while collagen remodeling is taking place. The Energet actually uses pneumatic or air pressure to inject hyaluronic acid inside the skin. Hyaluronic acid is a natural filler. The HA is injected inside the skin with such force that there is a shotgun blast effect that damages collagen upon entry, and this triggers collagen remodeling. Now, since hyaluronic acid is a natural filler, there is an immediate volumizing and wrinkle reduction effect that you can see immediately after the treatment. Number 4 is the HIFU or High Intensity Focused Ultrasound. This is probably the top dog when it comes to lifting sagging skin. This is because HIFU uses ultrasound technology instead of laser energy, and so it can penetrate the skin much deeper and reach the S-mass or the superficial musculoaponeurotic system, which is a series of tendons and muscles which actually hold up your skin. As we all know, muscle begins to degenerate as we get older, and the degeneration of the S-mass is one of the key contributing factors to facial sagging. This is especially important for women, whose lower faces tend to sag more with age due to bone loss post-menopause. The S-mass plays a key role in the surgical procedure known as the facelift. Pulling on the S-mass will elevate dermal and muscular structures, giving the face a much tighter appearance. The HIFU is the closest thing you can get to a non-surgical facelift. Why? Because the S-mass is the primary target of ultrasound. We often combine HIFU with other energy devices to maximize collagen production. Now, I'm going to be doing more detailed videos on how we do this in the future, so please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Next are lasers. Now, these are some of my most favorite devices to work with because they're very versatile and allow me to work on different layers of the skin. At Lumiere, we use different types of lasers with specific functions from collagen remodeling all the way to pigment removal. Again, these require separate videos as they will be too long to individually do in one video, so please do watch out for those. Last but certainly not the least is collagen remodeling through the use of infrared induction sauna. Now, infrared is the longest wavelength of the visible spectrum of light from the sun. And scientific paper after scientific paper has demonstrated the remarkable benefits of infrared on the human body, and more specifically its effect on triggering collagen remodeling. If you have any doubts that infrared can penetrate your skin, simply take a flashlight and shine it through your fingertip. You're going to see that red is the only color that's going to penetrate all the way through your fingertips and your nails, and this is because infrared is the wavelength that penetrates the deepest. I think that's all the time that we have for today. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach us at our website www.lumiereskinandspa.com, or you can leave your comments on the comment section below, or visit our social media pages, Lumiere Skin and Spa on Facebook and Instagram. I hope this video has been of some help to you, and if you want to know more, just message us. Rest assured, I will be doing more detailed videos on lasers and other energy devices in the future. And until then, always keep in mind, if you are not aging deliberately, chances are you're not aging well. Until next time, this has been Mike Chan, to your looks and good health.